Hello, class of 2020. Mr. Stemple here, getting ready to talk to you about the virtual STEM fair. So let's jump right into it. What is a virtual STEM fair? Well, all that work that you've been putting in all year, all that stuff that you've done on your project, we want to be able to display it and show it off. You've all done great work, you've all put in a lot of time and effort, and we don't want that to go without being able to show it off. So we're going to do that this year with a virtual STEM fair. So that means that you and your team have to be ready to display and describe your project remotely. So what are we going to use? First thing we're going to use is this tool called Prezi, and that's what I'm using right now to show you this presentation. It can make some really professional looking presentations with your actual presentation in the foreground and your face in the background where you're doing videos or whatever. You're also going to use 3D software to create a virtual version of your project so that we can see what it was supposed to look like if you had time to complete it. So what are we going to be required to show? The same things we've been talking about all year: your overview, introduction, problem statement, justification, solution, testing method, etc., etc. All these things are on Canvas. If you want to see the full assignment, go to Canvas, look under 324, 325, display details. It's all listed there. If your project isn't finished, which most of them are not finished because you haven't had time to completely finish them, a lot of you are really far along and you would have gotten finished on time, but you're probably not going to now. You should be prepared to discuss the purpose of your project and what it would have looked like if you had been able to finish it. Be prepared to show diagrams. Some of you have circuit diagrams. Some of you have AutoCAD diagrams. Be prepared to show what it would have looked like and talk about what it would have done had you been able to complete your projects, your prototypes, your testing, etc. When are we going to do this? May 28th has always been our date for the STEM fair, and it's going to be the same date for our virtual STEM fair. We're going to start it at 9:30 in the morning. It's going to go until noon. So what's going to happen on that date? You're going to have submitted videos, and we'll talk about that in a second. And those videos are going to be judged by a panel of judges, outside judges, and they'll be judged based on the rubric that I'm going to upload to Canvas. So look in this assignment, you'll see those rubrics. Slight modifications have been made to the rubric based on the fact that we're now doing this remotely. So judging your videos, judging your question and answer sessions, etc. Your group should be available during that time for a live question and answer with the judges. And we'll talk about what we're going to use for that coming up here. When should you be ready? You need to be prepared by May 14th. Your videos should be submitted by then so that we can process them and get them uploaded into the right location. And your videos should be a maximum of 6 minutes long. And you should have collaborated with your team. You should be ready as a team to discuss your project. Please don't wait till the last minute. You don't want to be doing this on May 13th. You won't do a great job of it. Start now. All the assignments that I'm putting up on Canvas will lead you to having a good presentation on May 14th for upload. All right, how are we going to do this? This is going to be something that we're going to have to work together on, but we have a lot of tools in place and we have a lot of time right now. Maybe not a lot of time, but we have time right now to get this all worked out. So you're going to do remote presentations. So prepare yourself to make professional videos, to make professional presentations using Prezi. Prepare yourself to work remotely as a group using Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is the preferred collaboration format right now for DCPS. You have access to that using your student ID. If you haven't been able to use that, join one of my daily conference calls so we can practice it. So we can practice getting you all on together as a team and how collaboration is going to work. Set up your Prezi. There are videos up on Canvas right now about how to log into Prezi, how to do videos on Prezi, how to make a presentation on Prezi. Prezi is a free tool. It's available to you for free. You can also pay for it to get some additional features, but I use the free tool myself. That's what this video was made with. So the free tool is plenty. How are we going to finish our project? You're probably not going to be able to completely finish your project, but there are still a lot of things that you can do. First off is you can collaborate as a team. Work together. Each team member has to be represented in this final presentation, or at least in the Q&A session. Make sure you're all ready and make sure you all understand the information that you're presenting. Use an online collaboration tool. Sign into my conference calls if you want some help with that online collaboration. I can certainly help you out with that. Work from home. There's a lot of things you can do from home. You can make diagrams online. You can make virtual electronic circuits. You can create virtual test plans. You can create your presentation on Prezi. You can script your video. You can do all this stuff remotely and at home. Also, be prepared to discuss the challenges you're running into. We know that this is a challenging time around the whole world, right? Engineers understand how to do that, right? We understand that when we have challenges that we have to overcome them. We can't just sit back and say, hey, we had challenges, so we didn't do anything, right? Tell us what the challenges were. Tell us why you didn't get to finish your project. Tell us what your project would have looked like if you did. This is a time to shine. Tell us all these things. Don't be afraid of it. How are we going to be graded? You will still be graded on your performance at the STEM fair. You're going to use virtual tools to do your best presentation, and the rubric has been adjusted a little bit to account for that, but you can see that new rubric up on Canvas. All right, why are we doing this? Why are we presenting remotely? Because presenting remotely is important. It's always been important, even back in the day when people were writing letters to each other to share and collaborate on ideas. But today, remote presentation, remote skills, remote collaboration is absolutely essential. Everybody in the world right now is collaborating remotely with somebody. Practicing now will help you do this in the future. This is a skill that you can put on your resume. You can start saying that you completed your STEM fair during the pandemic, and you can say that you've completed it remotely, that you did remote collaboration with your team, that you built a video, that you built a 3D model online of your product. All these things are skills that you can put on your resume that will serve you in the future without a doubt. So what if my project doesn't get finished? Well, it's probably not going to get finished, but you are still responsible to turn something in. We understand that most of your projects require items and materials that are still in the school building, and you're not going to have access to those. But you still need to have something. You still need to show some work for the remainder of this school year. So what I'm asking you to do is to put together 3D representations of your project, put together circuit diagrams of your project, complete the virtual assignments that I have up on Canvas. That will help you get yourself toward this virtual STEM fair. That will help keep your grade up. You're seniors, you want your grade to be good, you want to finish strong, do those assignments. They will help you keep your grade up. Make a virtual project using the software and collaboration tools that are available to you. I've put several examples up on Canvas, but if you want to use something different, that's okay. The one that I am requiring that you use is Prezi to do your presentation, because you can make these cool presentations, and I want them all to be similar. What if I don't have access to internet? There are resources and tasks that can be done on your phone, right? There are options for free internet access right now. If you don't have internet access, we can work on getting it for you. Call or text me. There's my phone number. Call or text me, and we can talk about how to get you that internet access. What if you have more questions? Log on to my office hours to talk about it. I have office hours every day of the week, or not every day of the week, Monday through Friday I have office hours. If you need to reach me outside those office hours, then call or text me at the number that I just put up on the screen. Some final thoughts. Main things to remember here. The STEM fair is May 28th from 9:30 to 12. Make sure you're available at that time. Make sure you're collaborating with your team. Prepare a 6-minute video using Prezi. Make sure everything is included in that video, all the stuff we've been talking about all year. Log on to my daily conference calls for help, and please don't wait till the last minute. You can do this. You're engineers. I'm very proud of all of you for all the work you've put in all year. You've done a great job, and I really want to show off what you've done at this virtual STEM fair. I think you can all do great at this. Last thing I'll leave you with is why we do engineering. You can't see it in here because I'm already recording a video, but log on, look at this presentation online, and click this video. It's pretty cool. We do engineering because cool things like this then are possible. Hope you're all doing well, and I can't wait to see you all at the virtual STEM fair.